We've got a few rookies in our group here as we get ready to go Super Sportsman race. All right, track's hot for Super Sportsman. This is going to be heat number 1, NOLA Sprint Car Championship race number 7 here at NOLA Motorsports Park. Here's the way they're going to line up on the outside of row number 4. In the 8th position will be kart number 8, Carl Winston. In the 7th position, the 11D of Daniel McNulty. In the 6th position, one of our rookies, the R4 of Joshua Liccardi. That's the bathtub.
The bathtub makes its debut again.
Excellent. In the 5th position, the R29 of James Jumonville. In the 4th position, the number R911 of Scotty Melanson. In the 3rd position, the number 932 of Darren McDonough. Outside of pole in the number 955, a gentleman familiar with this position, Paul Donovan. Oh, Paul's not going to be in this particular heat, so we'll move right on over to our pole position driver, number 967 of John Robichaux.
You know, I think the strategy there is those KTs don't last very long, so you want to kind of save them up for the future. Yeah.
Well, Paul told me he was just trying to be a real sportsman, and he'd just go ahead and start from the rear and give everybody a chance.
Oh,
that's mighty nice of him.
You know, we've got another interesting guy out there today, Jimmy Jumonville. I think he's in the yellow car. He's a rookie on paper, but he's far from a rookie. He's actually pretty legendary down here in South Louisiana. Comes out of the autocross circles with a lot of success, and also the kart track.
okay. It's a good-looking cart he's got too. I've seen it when he drove by. Good-looking yellow cart.
Yeah, he's quite a mechanic and an engine builder.
Quite a character, too.
Yes, he is. And anybody that can still wear, what was it, Mardi Gras, whatever race that was we had back in 1985 or 6. If he can keep that shirt up to running, you know he can keep a kart running. All right, see how they do. The starter's got him in his control. Let's go racing. Heat race number 1 for the Super Sportsman. Bunny hopping galore going on down the front stretch.
And John Robichaux is off like a rocket.
Rocket Robichaux. Well, let's don't give him another name.
So looks like the bathtub lost a place on the start, but picks it right back up on the straight. Oh, a little bit of a collision there.
Our leader's having a good time out there, Robichaux is. Bouncing and banging on the curbs and off the edges, and here he comes down the straightaway.
Got some pretty shiny wheels out there, too.
Yeah, he does.
Tomorrow we had a set of spinners with his last.
All right, we had a little lawn cutting.
Looks like Jimmy taking an opportunity to cut the grass for us a little bit.
We appreciate it.
Much appreciated. And
Guys, I just thought I'd jump down here by the microphones again and point out that it looks to me like this KT.
how many laps are we in? About a lap and a half?
Well, that's about all they were.
Yep.
I was going to say, I think we're on lap 2. Let's see how they make out here.
Mosquitoes? What's that noise?
Is that what that is?
Mosquitoes.
Very large mosquitoes.
Oh, wow. Bathtub narrowly avoids a spin. Good driving.
Excellent maneuver.
And if you notice, Josh Liccardi up to 3rd. Again, this rookie status all the way.
Had another spin out there.
Yep, Darren McDonough makes a spin. That's a tricky corner out there. We've seen a few spins. Was that Paul Sparky? Oh, Jimmy Jumonville off in the grass again.
Looks like he might have backed that one in too, so it's hard to tell if he's going to be able to get out of that position.
Here those mosquitoes again.
I'm hearing them.
Yeah, it's not dark enough for mosquitoes yet.
Not quite. We got a bug zapper around here somewhere?
Luckily, looks like we're fogging the track right now, so I think it'll keep them away.
So
Har-
the KTs right now have the field covered. Now, what you want to watch for is the KT gets a little warm after 4 or 5 laps, and sometimes they have to reach there and give it more fuel to keep it cool, which actually causes the car to slow down. So we'll see if any of the lawnmowers, excuse me, YF200s can make any headway. The gap is significant.
I think what you really have to watch for in the KTs is flying parts.
Flying parts or parts that violently stop.
Oh, yes. So how about that? One of our rookies all the way up into the 3rd position, Joshua Liccardi. Turned his last lap by 49.874.
Yeah, awesome kid, very, very cool, and we've got the equivalent of a small child worth of weight bolted to his cart.
Is that a reflection on Benji?
There was no weight on the cart when we started.
Okay.
So. But no, I'll give Josh is kind of a smaller guy.
Yeah, he's a little
too.
guy.
Not to knock Benji.
Yeah. I found out when I introduced my wife to Benji, he's not a shaker, he's a hugger. So, ladies, just let it be known. If you want to introduce yourself to Benji, just remember, you're getting a hug.
Yep.
I like that. I'm falling for that line myself. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I don't shake hands, I only hug. Which way did our leader go? Oh, there he is. And look, it's still him.
Still John, go ahead.
It's still John.
Yeah, the leader is the guy out in front of the KT. It's significantly out in front of the next guy, KT. And then somewhere, oh, there we go.
What I noticed, though, is John set a 47-second lap prior to this, and then just now set a 49-second lap. So a few seconds drop.
Yeah, that might be that motor.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a cart off to the side there. Maybe not in the best position, but I'm not often a betting man, but if I had to place a wager, I would say that Bob believes in the 2 strokes. That's just a guess.
I'm a confident. I love the YF200. I think it is the motor to start our racing. But the KT is a great racing.
Still got racing going on out there, though. Unfortunately, it looks like we've had one of our carts pull off and out of the race. "15 laps. We're working. Looks like we're almost to the halfway point here.
Well, I gotta say, I hadn't seen any KT, no explosions,
No,
big
nothing.
smoke shows.
And I believe John just drove by and waved to us. Is that a good sign?
It's always a good sign when the KT is still driving by. This late in the
Well, Benji's bathtub is looking good out there. Joshua's doing a great job.
Yeah, sure is. Yeah, so comparing the rookie to the 2 guys that have a lot of experience, looks like he's about 2 to 3 seconds slower per lap. But again, give him a couple races, I think he'll be up there with the front of the pack.
Yeah, I'm impressed with him. I think he's going to be a real force. I really, Ron, I wouldn't really call him smart. He's thought as calorically enriched.
Yeah, I can understand that.
I think they call him perfect.
I'm watching Josh every time by. He's driving the exact same line every single time. So yeah, that's a good sign.
Bunny hopping. Scotty Melanson with his fastest time in the R911 with a 53.244. And James Jumonville in the R29. Earlier, his fastest lap earlier today was a 51.838. Of course, that happened right before, unfortunately, James had backed it up into the fence back on the outer part of our course here. But nonetheless, we'll have to wait and see how things shake down later on in heat race number 2.
Except that wild power band of the KT giving Darren a little bit of a trouble. Gonna spin back there. Back underway again. But all the meanwhile, Josh Liccardi just consistently, lap after lap, catching him up.
Here comes your leader, the 967 of John Robichaux, tapping his hat, waving, blowing kisses to babies. He's having a good time out there. Second place of Derek McDonough, the 932. Working lap number 12. Lap number 12. Well, Bob, what do you think? So far, it looks like your KTs are out there.
Yeah, I think we've got 2 laps to go. And if I'm not mistaken, the KTs are in P1 and P2 handily. So I'm going to stick with my prediction. I think it's a KT show tonight.
Yeah, Bob, I'm really impressed with
Well, history's ugly. Now, this gentleman coming onto the front straight, looks like the starter's got something in mind. Yeah, it's 2 to go, and that's our leader, John Robichaux, in a KT.
And he's stretched it out quite a bit.
Yeah, John has checked out, and I'm going to tell you, he doesn't seem to be driving as quite on the edge tonight as usual. I think he's actually going faster. However, as we know, the race isn't over.
Right, it's far from over.
And folks, we've just had a weather report from our on-facility weatherwoman, Kelly, who has announced that it's hot outside. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you for that update. Yes, greatly appreciate it. That's why we have cold drinks in the food tent next to us. Cold drinks and munchies. All right. Our leader has taken the white flag. We're just waiting for him to make his way around in that KT. Here he comes.
Now, Wes, that is the checkered flag, and that is a KT, first one taking it. And
Bob, let's mark this down on the calendar. This is a historic one.
well, looks like lightning is going to strike twice because if I'm not mistaken, that's a KT coming around in second to take second place.
One more turn. Let's go short.
I think he can push it from there. Yeah. Good job, KT guys. And
All right.
Hey, here comes our rookie. Amazing. Driving the YF200 to third. Man, way to go. I've been out there a few times in these carts, and there's times that I would have been thrilled with third place.
Very, very much so. Great racing. Very nice job. Here's the way they run down. In your first position, the number 967 of John Robichaux, followed by the 932 of Darren McDonough. Joshua Licardi in the number 4, followed by Carl Winston, Scotty Melanson, James Jumonville. We're going to wait on the crash cart. Got a couple of carts to pick up, and then we'll get ready to go racing heat race number 1. For our shifters, the